This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
There was once a time when people preferred the small-town living existence due to its inherent slow-paced lifestyle and laid-back, relaxing surroundings. Neighbors knew each other on a first-name and last-name basis and shared lazy Sunday afternoons at church or town-sponsored fairs and socials. That kind of lifestyle still exists in some remote towns of the country. Or maybe it just exists in those Hollywood movies like Sweet Home Alabama. The reality of the situation is that the slow-paced lifestyle that once described American living has given way to big city living. Being a person who exists in the 21st century, I am more comfortable with big city living for more reasons than just one. First of all, big city living offers its residents an exciting lifestyle. Each day is an adventure as the city continuously offers something new to discover. There is always a new place opening up where people are encouraged to be different and try something new. The city offers its inhabitants the opportunity to dive head-on into the world of the future. City living is best lived in by people whose imagination knows no boundaries and wants to soar above the city lights that give a glimmer to an otherwise dark night. I believe that is the reason why most small-town people dream of eventually living in the big city. The surprises that big city living offers are simply too vast to quantify. For me, big city living adventure began the day I learned to differentiate sounds. Living here is more than an adventure. It is an educational and social learning experience. There is no better place to learn about life than the city. Everyone seems to be living in a glass menagerie, and we can freely observe people and their attitudes in a habitat that they create for themselves. It may not be as open and nature-bound as town living, but that is the beauty of city living. One learns by mingling with their friends and allowing strangers into their lives on a need-to-know basis. Education-wise, the city offers an educational system that cannot be equaled in the small towns. All aspects of city living scream education. From the advertising billboards on the side of the bus to the hot dog cart vendor, there is always something new to learn. City dwellers have more stories with moral lessons to turn than any school teacher can teach. Others say that there is a superficiality to city living because of the fast-paced lifestyle led by the people. It seems like nobody really knows anything about their neighbors because they just live in the same building and nothing more. The truth of the matter is that city dwellers do not need all that time for face-to-face socialization because city living is designed to actually allow a person to have a social life on a different level. As I explained earlier, city dwellers have a more adventurous spirit. Such is the adventurous spirit that even the socialization aspect of our lives is dealt with in the same manner. While small towns would probably rely on Friday night socials or bingo nights, we rely on the internet, text messaging, and blogging to stay in touch with people and make friends. These friendships are not superficial at all because city dwellers tend to create an extended family among strangers due to the distance between them and relatives. I cannot imagine myself moving out of the city because city living has a different kind of energy that keeps a person pumped up and ready for action. In order to live and survive in the city, one must possess quick wit and abilities. Let me put it this way, city living makes one feel alive. Nothing can beat waking up late in the morning and then rushing out the door to catch the bus in order not to miss the first appointment of the day. Big city living is the trend of the future. Urbanization has taken over the country as more and more states become reliant on industries for their income. The slow-paced lifestyle of the past is only a hindrance to the future of any community. The importance of urbanization can be seen in every aspect of small-town living that is now becoming a thing of the past. Even the farmers now rely heavily on technology to keep their farms running more efficiently and productively. Something they learned from following the big city models of running a production output-oriented business. More importantly, the city is where everything of importance is coming to the fore. Advances in the field of medicine are concentrated within the city because of the experimental advantages. While small-town people are known for their excellent health, city dwellers are known for the fantastic antibodies that our bodies contain due to certain unknown toxins that surround us. We are actually a lot healthier than the small-town dwellers because our bodies are constantly fighting off airborne viral infections and thereby developing the necessary antibodies. My mother grew up in a small town. She told me that the first time she moved to the city, she was constantly fighting off infections just to be able to make it to work. So she was amazed when I was born and was practically never sick since childhood save for the occasional cold. City living requires a person to learn how to handle himself in various, unexpected situations. There is nothing rudimentary about city living because of the way city life is designed to evolve over time constantly. If you are a person who believes that man was meant to constantly evolve and learn new things, then city living is meant for you. After all, cities seem to have a life of its own, constantly changing and evolving in looks while the people living within try their best to keep up with the times and interests of those who make the city work. In the end, city living is probably best described as a way of life for the youth. City living keeps them constantly on their toes and feeling young because everything about life is meant to be enjoyed to the hilt. It is a never-ending adventure that cannot be compared to anything else in the world. It is a state of mind that does not pigeonhole anybody because of his surroundings. City dwelling is all about breaking free and discovering oneself. Living in the city is like the travel bug. Once you have been bitten by it, you will never want to stop. It is so enjoyable that nobody seems to ever get tired or grow old. It is more than a state of mind. City living is a state of physical and mental personality. Go ahead, try living in the city. It will change your life. This essay on living in a big city lifestyle was written and submitted by a student just like you. The IvyPanda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for.